Okay, so this is the electric control panel. This is super important when you are plugging in and unplugging from wherever you're going to be shored up at. Right now this compartment light is on. I'll go over each button here. This is the compartment button. This simply lights up the compartments underneath the RV that you're going to store a lot of your stuff in, so that whenever you open a compartment from outside, it'll have a light and you'll be able to see what's in the compartment. This step right here, always leave the step button in this position. This will allow it to automatically come in and out when you open the door. So there it goes, it pops out, and then when you close the door, it comes back in. This is a porch light. Very simple, just on and off. You'll see a porch light from outside. This is on, this is off. The ceiling light, this automatically turns the ceiling light inside on and off. So right now it's in the on position, off, on, off, and that's simply a light from inside. So that when you come into the RV and you see the ceiling light, it's dark, you push this on and it'll automatically turn on. This right here is by far the most important button. This is the disconnect on and off for the electric system. Right now it's in the on position, which means it's draining the battery from the RV. It also means that when it's on the on position and you have it plugged into wherever you're staying, that your batteries are charging. The only time you want to turn this off is when you pull up to your campsite and you want to plug in. You'll pull up to your campsite, you'll hit off. If I hit off right now, all the lights will turn off. Okay, everything's off inside the RV. Now it's safe to go to the plug-in panel. I'll show you where that's at too. You'll plug in your electricity, but before you plug in your electricity to the place that you're camping at, you also want to make sure that their surge is off before you plug in as well. Again, I'll explain more about that when you come. But you plug in to their shore in the off position, you flip their breaker on, and then you come into the RV and hit this on. That's super important because you don't want to fry the electrical system if you do things the wrong way. So we'll talk more about that when you get here. All these things we'll talk about when you get here. This is the slide out operation. I showed this to you last time. In and out, very simple. The one thing you want to make sure of though is that before you start sliding out, you want to make sure that nothing is in the way of the slide out, especially in this area right here between the driver's side seat and the slide out. You want to make sure that nothing's in there. Sometimes trash cans can be put in there, or clothing or whatever, and it'll prevent the slide out from going all the way out, and then you'll sometimes be at risk of breaking something. So just make sure that nothing's in there. But it's pretty simple. Once you hit this key out, hold it out, the whole thing will move. Another thing about this is that storage compartments from outside, make sure that they are not open before you get the slide out moving out, or back in rather. That will destroy a lot of what of the slide out if that happens. It's happened to me once before. I barely noticed it. I quickly noticed it and then stopped the slide out. So important things to note for the slide out and the electrical panel.